Y'all see, I'm always hype. I wasn't this morning though. I got up at 6 o'clock, awakened to something, and I just like to thank Michelle Washington for getting up early with me because I called her. That's good when you can have somebody, and it was serious for me, but it wasn't like anything like how most people. But this was spiritually serious. Let me get this hot sweat or something, but grease. But I want to just talk to you about some things, and I know a lot of people are going through good because you're going through it. That's good. But some people just want to stay. They just want to stay right there. Just stay there. This is the way I've been all my life. My mama did this. My grandmama did it. And somebody called it. But I just want to stay. I'm not going to. I done been in this church for years, and this the way it is. That's the way it's gonna go, and that's how it is. I've heard it all. But sometimes you really gotta move. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move, because if you stay, then you're not gonna grow. And a lot of people just stay right there. This is the way my grandmama told me, and this what she said, and this the way it's gonna be. So then you're living their life. So you really gotta grow. So I'm gonna be talking to you about this. It's gonna be a little different because what this is talking about is something else, but I'm gonna bring the light to it. And it's why you are miserable after you move. So it reasons why. And I can tell you, check this out. Now, this is coming from Psychology Today. And first, movers and stayers spend their time differently. The movers, for instance, spend less time on active leisures. Okay? The movers spent less time on active leisures like exercise, hobbies, less time overall. In fact, on an activity outside the homework, commutes, grind. Movers are spent more time on the computer than stayers, and they liked it more. Now, let me read this again. It says, first, movers and stayers spend their time differently. The movers, for instance, spent less time on active leisure. Okay, because you're moving, moving, like exercise and hobbies, less time overall. In fact, on all activities outside the home, work, commute, grind, movers also spend more time on the computer than stayers, and they like it more. Second, even through movers and stayers spent similar amount of time eating with friends, stayers recorded higher levels of enjoyment when they did so. So when you stay, you're going to be doing a lot of things, and you're going to be staying, and you're going to sit there. Movers, they're always moving, constantly moving. They're moving from here, moving there, moving here, moving there, and they're moving. So when we move, it's time to move. A stayer is going to sit there. They're going to sit there and wait. This is where I'm staying. I like this, knowing they don't like it, but it's too much to move, because you gotta get this together. You gotta make sure this is together. You gotta make sure the place where you're moving at, you got to call the people. You got to do this. So you're gonna be mostly doing all these things. But a stayer will stay there and sit there and be happy just where they are, even though a lot of stuff is going on. A lot of stuff, a lot of things are happening. There's storms going on. It's everything. People, you just gonna stay there, especially when you have like a storm coming and you live in a certain place. A stayer ain't moving. They're gonna stay right there. This house done been through a whole bunch of stuff. It's gonna stand. That's a stayer. No matter what storm coming, no matter how you feel about it, I'm staying right here. So when the spirit moves now, spirit moves. So what I'm saying is that this is what they're saying. But let me read some more of what they're saying. The worse you feel, the less effort you put into activities that have the potential to make you happier. It's a downward spiral of motivation and energy by your lack of the kinds of friends who can help you snap out of it. Ask a result. Movers may opt to stay home, suffering the internet. Surfing the internet or texting far away. Friends, even though studies have tied computer use to lower levels of happiness, movers may opt to stay home. Okay, when movers do push themselves to go for drinks or dinner with new friends, they may discover that it's less enjoyable than going out with longtime friends. Both begin because migrants can't be as choosy about who they hang out with the and because their ties aren't as tight, which can make them feel less comfortable and supportive. They can reinforce the desires to stay home. So most people just want to stay home. Okay. Recently, doing a radio interview, it stated here, chaos and loneliness of moving when the interviewer asked, but it said, but are people usually happy with the fact that they've moved? Ask yourself that. And it says the answer is not really. Now, the reason why people are not happy when they move, because when you notice when you move, you get into the place, you got to move all this stuff, you got all this stuff you got to take from one place to the other. And most people just stay there to get rid of all, don't even have to go through all of that. Now, in life, let's get to it now. I done went through all of what they say. God, it's hot in here, sweating. But I went through everything that they're saying. Now, let's talk about us. Movers move. The spirit moves. The energy moves. Stayers stay. Stayers get stuck. Stayers will stay right there and get beat down. They'll stay right there because they're afraid to move. But when you move, you're leaving all that stuff behind and you remember it no more because there are records inside of you, which is called the Akashic records. Now, all the stuff that I said to you was what they say. Now, when you go through something in life, you're going to remember it because there are records inside of you, which is called Akashic records, which is the book of life, which is in you. And it tells everything. It tells that you stayed at one place, you stayed. Then you learned from that. Then you moved and you felt a little uneasy when you got there. But once you move, you know, it takes a little while. You get to stay in a place and you stay again, but you're moving. But when you stay at one spot, you're stuck. So like I'm talking to you now about the Akashic records. Well, I don't know what he's talking about because a lot of people stay in that situation. They stay right there. They stay there. This is it. This is all I know. I'm staying right here. But when you get and you move, you want to move because it's going to be hard to pull you when you stuck. It's like you in a ditch and the mud is steady pulling you down, steady pulling you down, steady pulling you down. And you don't want to move. It's pulling you down, pulling you down. But when finally someone gets you, like what I'm trying to do now is get you and pull you so hard because you need to know these things. You need to know that there are Akashic records inside of you, what they call the book of life. You need to know that it's in your memory bank inside of you. So what they did is made the computer on the outside, which is the same on the inside, but you're the actual holographic part of it. You're it. So you have all these components inside of you, but we never use it because we stayed where we started. Now, what happens if I would have stayed where I was? Then I wouldn't know this stuff. So when you move now, it's going to be a lot of stuff. Stuff going to get damaged. Like when you move, and you know how sometimes you drop stuff off, stuff fall off the truck. Sometimes people break stuff when they move you into a place. Sometimes the movers run over stuff. So all this stuff happens when you move, even in your life. But you got to be ready to stand because you can stand. If you're going to stay in through the storm and get beat down, then you might as well get beat down moving. So when you move from that situation, all those things that I said in the physical will happen the same way in the spiritual. People gonna leave you. People gonna talk about you. That's when you're moving now. I don't know why he acting like that. They're gonna be mad because you don't go to this church, because you're going to another church. Then you go there and you move and you go to another church. I've done that. You went to this place, then I'm singing there. And then they say, he sang too loud. I don't know why he sang so hard. I be hearing all of that. Then I move somewhere else. I'm doing all this moving, but never moved into me. So when you move into you, there's nobody to talk about you. You only have the power to uplift you. And that's when you stay. Because you got to move in order to move so that you can move to a place where you can be comfortable and you love that spot. Then you stay there because you got the power in you to help you move to other stuff. And then you stay there, and you move, then you stay, and you move. But some people just want to stay at the beginning. They like it. But I'm here to tell you, when you move, I could have stayed in the situation I was in when Aaron passed away, being mad at the people, going up there fighting and cussing and trying to hurt somebody. I stay right there. No, you want to move from that so you can learn from that move. You learn from the move. Then once you learn, you go to the other place, you stay there for a minute and you learn some more. And you move 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 till you get to the place where you can stay within yourself. So the bottom line is that I'm trying to tell you, you're going to move around until you find who you are. And that's when you begin to stay with where you are inside of you. So when you move to that place, then you're able to be all the things that you want to be, because you have the power to make that choice. And that choice is always positive. When you come to yourself and you know who you are, you always going to be positive. So if you know that, a lot of us know that we're at that spot, but we're afraid to grasp onto it because it's something new. We just moved into a new house. So you moved into the mansion. That's the mansion. When they say there's many mansions, that's one of them right there. And inside of you, there's more. And inside of you, there's another one. I'm sorry, drop the phone. But there's more. There's more. There's more inside of you. Different. It's a whole bunch of stuff inside of you. Just like I was saying this morning, when you look at a TV, that's inside of you. You can turn it on or you can turn it off. When you look at a car, that's inside of you. On the outside, you get in and drive. On the inside, you get inside yourself and you drive. Okay. Then there's death inside of you. There's death out here and there's death in here. You want the things to die that's inside of you that shouldn't be there. So there's going to be death. There's a microphone inside of you. Just like this microphone I have right here, there's a microphone inside of me. And that allows me to speak. There's a breath inside of you. Just like there's a breath outside here. Like this morning, I was saying that when you hear that voice inside of you that says, go this way, that's the breath of life trying to get you so you won't have to go the way that you were going. You're going to go this way because there's some stuff over here. And I know you hear it, and we always call it something told me, but that's your breath. That's the breath of the power of God inside of you, speaking to you, breathing inside of you. But a lot of us won't. We just will not do that. So we suffer. Because if you can't breathe, then you're going to suffocate. And that's what I was talking about this morning. Because when you listen to that voice, it's giving you the breath of life and you're breathing. And then now, sometimes inside of you, something will blow on you. Because a lot of people, I heard my mom say, "Ooh, I felt something, like something was blowing or touching me or something." That's the power inside of you, letting you know, hey, that's good. So go. And you noticed it shook you up, because that's letting you know I'm right here with you. No matter what you're going through, I'm right here with you, because the power inside of you will do things like that to let you know I got you. But then you got people out here that say they got you. Some of them do, and then some of them will turn on you. That's why it says put not your trust in man. It didn't say don't love them or don't care about them. Just don't trust it, because if you trust it, and they're in a stay position, then you're going to be stuck right there too. Because you trust them. So everything that they say, you trust that. So if they're staying in a place, you're going to trust that you need to stay there. Not saying that they're not right, it's right for them. So there are things that you need to move. Just like when someone grows up in life and it's time for them, well, they move and they moving out of their parents' house. It's going, sometimes it may be a struggle. And some parents let the kids stay there because they feel that they don't know. And then sometimes they know, but they don't communicate. The child don't communicate because they're afraid to communicate with something that they know is right within them. But because we're parents, we may not listen, or we'll say, child, ain't nobody listening to that. But they're trying to express what's going on inside of them. And if you don't listen to them and they move and they're expressing to somebody else, that's when things gonna get in a different direction. So I'm saying that because a lot of parents don't need to stay where they are with their kids, because we just, that's just something that we do. We have to realize that these kids that are growing up, they really know a lot more than us. I know people ain't gonna like that, but let me explain why. Because they just came from within. I've been here, so I done been corrupt. I done heard all type of stuff going on. I already know what I know now, but I didn't know it then because I've been corrupt with all the lies and deceit and all of the stuff that I've been through. I didn't have to go through that, but I went through it. So when you have the millennials that everybody, they are trying to get you to not be around them, the millennials move. And when they move, they're moving from a place from where they just came from, which is from within. So if we've been corrupt, we won't understand what they're talking about because we've been corrupt. But when you come back to you and start remembering, then you'll know exactly what the millennials are talking about. Because a lot of them don't even listen to us because because they see that we doing some of the same thing that other people doing. That's out here saying that they saved, saying that they with the Lord, saying that they doing all of this, but we're doing the same thing. So they just came from within. Okay? 18 years now they've been on this earth. 18, 2, 3, 4 years old. Oh, I just love the little ones because they be seeing stuff. They be looking at angels, and angels be communicating with them. But with us, if we don't change and we stay the same way, we'll never be able to get inside of us, because that's where the power is. Because remember, the millennials, the little kids, that's, man, this phone. But remember, that's why they're doing all this stuff, because it's purity with the kids. That's why this is happening. And you know what I'm talking about. That's why this is happening with the kids, because they're pure. They have power. So if I can stop them, that's it. Because the grown folks been corrupt. And a lot of them we already got. That's what they're saying. We got them. We want these children because the children are pure and they just came from the Father, from within. And they have that mission. And so if I could stop that, then that's good. But if I can get someone that's the corrupt ones that's staying in this position, then I let them go ahead on, because they're going to keep them just where I want them. And they know this. They know this, man. So with us who have awakened or are awakening, and some of us came out and we never really got corrupt. And because I know some people that always been the power within, even when they were little. But see, a lot of us, some of us, we get caught up and get corrupt by crazy things in the world. And when that happens, that's when we go through. And when we go through that, they know the power that we have inside of us. We just don't know it. But then we start to remember, just like when you have deja vu. I remember when I've done this before. Yes, because you've been here. You just lost your memory because they stopped you. They made you stay. That's what I'm talking about, staying. So we don't stay, we move. So don't stay, move. I hope you get what I'm saying. I had to go through all of that so that you can get to the nitty-gritty of it. Don't stay where you are. Move. Okay? If you feel that you're in a stuck situation, it's up to you to move. That's it. Start doing things like, okay, you can meditate, you can eat right. You don't have to just meditate, eat right, because that's going to change everything. And right meaning get to the ground stuff from the ground. It could be even, I mean, it's a lot of people don't like beet juice. I promise you, if you get you're thinking of the beet juice that they made, but wait till you taste the beet juice from the ground with no stuff in it, not that nasty stuff that's killing you and all that stuff, and it's not in there. Wait till you get the stuff from the ground. When you taste the beets from the ground, it's so sweet and pure. It's really good. So what you taste is watered down stuff that they put in to make it taste so they can mess with your psyche. So you could think, oh, I ain't tasting that then, because that junk nasty. Because I've had people, I say, taste the beet juice. I ain't tasting that mess, that junk nasty. Because they're stuck. They stay right there. That's where they live at, right there. I say, no, just taste it. They taste it. Okay, I just flipped the switch on, the light. So we have to remember to cut your light on. Don't stay where you are all the time, because a lot of us are staying in darkness and it's light there. So we're staying there. We're staying in certain places just because somebody may get mad at us. And that's what we do. It's natural for us out here. But on the inside, nature is beautiful. Everything on the outside is on the inside. Okay. And like I was saying too, that there's clouds on the inside. So anytime, now I'm saying this me talking, because I've learned this from within, that the sun is actually on the inside of you, and the solar plex is right where that stomach is, that moon and the sun and all of that. So when you find that connection, you connect with the visual out here, that sun. So when you connect, that's when you are the sun, because it's in you, not the S-O-N, the S-U-N, because that's the power. So when you connect with that sun on the inside of you, there's no more cloudy days. Because if you notice, when it's like this, it's raining and dreary and you feel like, See, I don't feel that no more, because an epiphany happened. I cut the light on. The sun is really inside. So now I remove all the clouds. And then sometimes the clouds come in so that what I have, it can rain on it. Because when you rain, that means when you cry, it's healing. You get it? So the clouds are inside, and sometimes it's good for the clouds to come, but at its proper time. And when it comes, you cry. That's the rain, and that heals you. Out here, when it rains on the flowers and stuff, and instantly they grow. So instantly you grow from when it rains on the inside. So I'm saying that to say, don't stay there. Go ahead and go on, come on and move on over, go through that, get rid of it, move on over, cry, and it'll start growing. That's it. Because crying is healing. So when you do that, anytime that somebody is saying something that's the opposite, that means you need to switch it. Just like now, they're saying, do this, that you don't have to do this no more. Oh, you don't have to do that no more. What I'm saying, I'm going to do it now, because they're telling me not to do it, but I'm going to do it because it's reversed. Now you see what's going on. And I know you know what I'm talking about. So they tell me not to do it. That's when something's finna go down. So when they say don't do it, I'm doing it. And because I'm doing it, I'm protected, because I'm going in reverse mode. Hope you get it. So don't stay there. Always listen within you and reverse it. If you see something from within, then you reverse it. Don't stay there. So I'm challenging you right now to move. If you stuck in a situation, if you stuck there and you feel like can't nobody help you and nobody can help you, because if somebody could come to you right now and pull you out, but it's your choice to pull back because you don't have to do it. It's really up to you. Like it was up to me, and I had to pull alone, even though I had people go, yeah, yeah, but I had to do it because everything was within me. Nobody knows how you feel. Nobody knows when you cry. Nobody knows when you're upset. You could be smiling. You don't even know how I feel right now. I don't know how you feel. So nobody knows. Only one that knows is the power of God that's within you, which is you. So you only know it. So don't stay there. Okay? Get up and walk. Take your bed and walk. That's what it means. That's what I'm saying. So get up and walk. You don't have to be mad just because you getting up and you walking. And I say that because a lot of people leave the church. Man, I'm leaving the church. I ain't coming back here no more. Moving their head like that. But you don't have to do that. Just get up and walk. You still could visit. It's your choice. You could do, I haven't been to church in a while. But sometimes I'll go. I'll go. I'm not mad at the church. It ain't the church. It was me that I was mad at. It wasn't the church. The church is there to move you into this situation, but you take it upon yourself to stay. Okay? It's like you move. You move. That's what it's there for. So you can learn, get your stuff, move. And I don't mean like moving from them. You move from the inside. Let's get it right now. You move from the inside. I was using like you have a house and you move, but I'm talking about on the inside. Don't stay there. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck. Just move. That's all you got to do. This is Ron Anthony. Thank you. I hope you get it. I hope you was listening because this is something that's going to help you. And it's helping me. Because I'm telling you, like right now, I got this song coming out. And like now, I got to go to the mall to rechange to get the pants that I wanted because they didn't have them at this place. So I got to move. But if I just sit here and say, yeah, I'm going to get them pants. I ain't going to get them. Knowing I want to go get them. No, I'm just going to sit here. It's not going to happen until I move. So I have to move and go get them. No, I didn't feel like singing the song, as I told you, because all the distractions of everything that's going on, it took my energy. So I'm like, oh, Lord, I got to do this. And so now I have to change that because that's a mission. And so what I'm saying is that I can't stay in that situation. I got to move. So that's what you got to do. Just move. So anything right now that you feel that you don't feel like doing, do it. Because that's your energy. It's up underneath there. It's way up under there. It's deep up in there. And you got to move when it says move. So remember, when you hear that something told me voice, that's your breath of fresh air. Not this. That helps you get to the inside because when you're breathing out here, you're breathing from within. So when you do that deep breathing, you're doing something to that, what's within you. So what we need to do now is listen. Listen to that voice and do what it says, and then you're going to move. Just like I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. Just like when people are speaking in tongues, so they say, and they're speaking, the little gibber jabberish stuff that we start out with. Now I'm going to let you know, when a baby start out, they papa, that's gibber jabberish, right? And a lot of people stay right there. Hell, I was speaking in tongue today. Yeah, doing all of that, right? But they don't know that that is the frequency for something that's going to happen from within because it's trying to come out. It's trying to be birthed. And we do it and we stay right there. We stay right there. But that's what's going to interpret it, the spirit that's within you, because you're saying it, and that's energy. It's energy. It's the power. It's something that God has given you, and you're speaking, but you haven't spoke because it's all just like a baby. when a baby come out. Everything is just like a baby. Like when the baby come out, it's a little baby, and then it do the little gaga goo goo, then it learns how to talk. That's what's happening. So when I realized that, when that started happening to me, I'm like, now I'm tired of doing this. It's something I got to learn. So because I'm sick of doing this. And I just was real with it. I'm tired of doing that. And so that's when things start to move. But I could stay right there. And a lot of people are still stuck right there. Okay? It's time to move. We already know a lot of things. We know Jesus died on that cross. We know that. He got up from there. Inside. Okay? He got up from within you inside. So now it's time to move. Whew, I hope y'all get it. This is Ron Anthony. Thank you for tuning in. Please share this if you like. And that's it. Just don't stay.